a playlist of, oh, there's a spider. Is that a spider? Girl, are you kidding me? Sorry. Hello, my mandarins. It's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, it has been quite some time and I miss you guys. So today's video, I'm gonna be doing my annual Mother's Day DIY gifts ideas, and you guys seem to really enjoy this video. It seems to be one of my most highly viewed videos per year, so that's really awesome. So if you guys need any more Mother's Day ideas, I'm going to leave an iCard above for you guys, which contains a playlist full of all of my previously done Mother's Day gift idea videos, and all of them are DIY, which is really fun, and they all are different ideas, so there is plenty of things out there for you guys. If you enjoy this video, make sure to click that thumbs up button down below. I would really appreciate that. Click that bell icon down below so you don't miss a single channel upload, and if you're new here, it would mean so much to me if you clicked that subscribe button, of course, to become a part of the Mandarin fam. And without further ado, you guys, let's just jump right into this DIY video. Let's go. Alright, so for the first DIY gift idea, I'm going to show you guys how to make your own embroidery hoop with whatever art you guys want to make on this. I simply just wrote mom with a little flower on it. I thought that'd be really cute. So what you're going to need is obviously an embroidering hoop, which you can find pretty cheap at the craft store, and a piece of fabric, any color of your choice. So first you're going to open up the embroidery hoop, add your piece of fabric, make sure it's nice and tightly in there, fasten the embroidery hoop's fastener so it's nice and tight, and trim down your fabric so it's easier to work with. Next, taking a pencil, you're going to trace out the design that you would like to make on your embroidery hoop design. I'm just using a pencil and lightly going over it because it's going to be covered with embroidery floss in the end anyway. So go ahead and thread a needle and thread. All you're doing basically is in little tiny sections, you're going to go in and out doing a very basic stitch and tracing over the design that you traced earlier onto your embroidery hoop. So as you go, make sure to keep checking on the back to make sure that you're doing everything okay. And this is what your design should look like when you pretty much are done tracing it. So when you're done with one color, go ahead and tie 2 knots, trim off any excess, and go in with the next color. So again, I'm going in with pink to make this cute little flower. I'm using the same technique as before, nothing different, just go in and out of the embroidery hoop with your needle until you have your final design. I'm gonna make a more in-depth video on how to do embroidery in another video, so if you need help, definitely look up another tutorial. And the final step is to trim off the excess fabric, and there you go, you have your embroidery hoop. It's all done, and it's so fun and cute. So the next DIY is how to make this graphic tote bag, and you can obviously put whatever you want on it, but I decided to do teen daughter survivor because thank you, mom, for putting up with my teenage angst. I was a pain in the butt. Thank you, mom, you're amazing. So to make this DIY, you're just going to need a canvas tote, which is super cheap, under $5 at the craft store, and add a piece of cardboard or something in between the bags so the paint doesn't bleed through. Using some scrapbook stickers, you're going to add little letters and spill out whatever you want on the bag, and you're going to go over the stickers with the paint, so when you peel up the stickers, you're going to reveal your saying, quote, whatever you decide to put on there. So I'm using sponge brushes and acrylic paint on this bag, and I'm basically just using the sponge brushes to help blend the colors together. And when you're doing this, make sure to get into every crevice of the scrapbook stickers so each letter on your bag is readable. Now peel up the stickers, and there you go, your tote bag is officially finished, and I'm sure your mom will really appreciate this because now she has a new cute little tote to carry her stuff around in. And the last DIY, which is personally my absolute favorite, and it came out so cute, is this DIY Hedgehog Pin Cushion. So to create this DIY, it's actually much easier than you think, just a little tedious. You're going to take brown fabric, fold it in half, and you're going to make kind of pointy football shapes or almond shapes, if that makes sense. It should look something like this, and you want 4 of the same shape and size. So you're going to take these little almond shapes and pin the edges together as I am doing so here, so that you kind of have a football shape in the end. And the pins are just there to hold everything together while you're sewing. It makes life a billion times easier. So now it's time to sew. I threaded up a needle with some thinner brown thread, and I'm going over the pins with another pretty basic stitch. I'm basically going in one way, pulling up, and then going back in that same way, if that makes any sense. Me trying to describe sewing is a hot mess. But this is basically what your seam should look like, and you want to do that everywhere you put your pins. Also, you want to close up one of the sides of the football shape, and how you do this is just pinch the fabric together and sew it completely closed. In the end, you should have this shape as your final result, and one end of the football should be opened because you want to flip this inside out, which is the next step and what I'm doing now. If you close up both sides, you will not be able to do this. So here we go, we have the basic shape for the hedgehog's body. So now what I'm doing is adding some floral sand. You can also add some cotton polyfill, but I decided to go with sand so the hedgehog would be a little bit more stable. Time to take care of that open end, and all you're going to do is pinch it closed and add a pin to keep it closed again while you're sewing, just to make everything easier. This time I'm going in with embroidery floss just to make sure that everything is closed nice and tight and no sand will escape through the opening. It's time to put a sweet little face on this hedgehog, so I'm taking a lighter beige piece of felt, drawing a circle using a solo cup, and cutting out that circle. Next, you're going to cut halfway up the circle. Do not cut completely across, so you can make a cone shape just like this. Make sure it fits okay onto your little hedgehog body, and if it does, go ahead and glue that seam down so it's not floppy and it'll stay a cone shape. For the nose, I'm just adding a dollop of hot glue and a black bead for the nose. And lastly, to add more character to this hedgehog, I folded the cone in half and am cutting out little triangles on the bottom of the circle. So he kind of has like little spiky fur like going around his head, and it should look like this. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks really cute. Finally, to attach the face to the body, I'm using some hot glue to keep this nice and simple and pressing the face onto the body. I decided to cut out a small panel of dark brown felt. I felt the needles would hold much better in a felt fabric rather than a thinner cotton fabric, which is what the body of the hedgehog is made out of. So I did that, glued it on the hedgehog's back, and now I'm adding some eyes with black 3D puff paint. Finally, it is time to add the little needles into the back of the hedgehog, and guys, you have yourself a hedgehog pin cushion. This thing is so adorable and is perfect if your mom loves sewing and really likes animals. You can obviously make the pin cushion whatever your little heart desires or whatever you think your mom will like, but guys, you gotta admit this one's pretty cute. And that's it for this DIY video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure again to click that thumbs up down below and subscribe to become a part of the Mandarin fam to see more DIY videos from me. And also click around on the screen to see previous Mother's Day videos. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!